Hello, everybody. We're so glad to have everybody on here. Good evening. Good evening. I see there are so many people on. We're so excited about what we're getting ready to present here today.
Hi.
Uh, it is renewed, the order of worship. The digital release will be this week. We're excited. There's been so much buzz about this project. The Peace of Rest Church, the Family of Faith, and our minister of music, James Clark. It's just been a phenomenal project. So we're just really excited to showcase a little bit of the project today. If you have not heard it, if you have heard it, we just want you to tune in. But make sure that you're liking, that you're sharing, that you're commenting, that you're tagging someone in this live virtual experience. And also make sure that you're subscribing to the Peaceful Rest Baptist Church page and the James Clark music pages. Make sure that you're subscribing right now. So we're going to go ahead and get into it. We have the maestro here. He's been one of the people I look up to for a long time, mentor. I can go a whole lot of other different titles, but we have here James Clark here. Go ahead and say hey to everybody.
Hello, everybody. I tell you, and thank you all so much for your support. It's been quite a journey. It's been a great journey, and I'm really enjoying this. I'm really enjoying this. Thank you guys for
Oh,
being here.
yes, sir. So tell us real quick. Tell us just about your musical journey, and tell us about the origin of Renewed, the Order of Worship.
You know, I've been in church. I can say this all of my life, and it's one of them things that when you see things happen and things go on. The music was born for church music for to be done in worship services, and um, it's been years in the making. I've had a number of groups, the James Clark Singers, Joy, kind of moved around with the Bright Star Mill Course a little bit, um, some more people, and it's come to this point where I started writing and listening to material and writing it. And then I met Daryl Gates, and it's kind of one of them things that just kind of took off. And of course, Pastor Jones and you, Brent, have been very supportive, and the choir. It made it really easy for me to be expressive for what God has done in my life, and also to bring the material to life, to give life to it, to give a place for it to be. So, um, mom and dad started this in church. My brother and my uncles and all, and now today it's one of them things that I'm really thanking God this has come to pass.
That is awesome. That is awesome. So tell our viewing audience what to expect from this project. If they haven't already heard it, if they haven't already experienced it, and we've been blessed to actually have a concert in December where a lot of the material was presented along with the CD release.
Right, right.
And then also our church, we have an initiative going on called the Pathway of Prayer, 21 days of praying and fasting. And
Right.
our pastor, Pastor Jones, who will be on here shortly, he allowed a couple of songs during the
Yeah.
Pathway of Prayer. So
Yes.
there has been a lot of listening to the project. But tell someone if they haven't already gotten the project, what can they expect?
This is what I call the order of worship. It starts with how the worship starts and begin, and then it moves into songs that I pray will inspire, bless the Lord, and encourage people. On this project, some really good friends of mine, Don Pope, Kelly Afton, um, Kulissa Bullard, Patrick Dennis, um, a number of
Royce
people.
Mosley?
Royce
Yeah.
Mosley, yes, and these folks who I've worked with for years. I worked with Royce in the youth rally, worked with Kelly at her church when Don first came to Shreveport. I was with him at Hurricane Bluff, and it just goes. I watch after and grow up. I mean, it's just one of them things that it has a lot of material in it that and it crosses all kinds of gospel music. You have the hard gospel, the kind of new stuff, and then it has the quartet sound that I get from my uncles, the Martin brothers and Uncle Frank, and it kind of covers all those areas. And I wrote the material over maybe about 3 or 4 years, as you know, we was doing kind of bits and pieces of it all the while. But it just was time to kind of put it to a place where it had its own kind of viewership and listening.
Right, definitely. Yeah, I've told a few people that a lot of these songs that are on the project, they've been premiered at the church throughout the past 5 or 6 years. And I was even talking to you the other day. I was going through my phone playing videos from 2017 and 18 of you just playing the piano, just with the mere ideal of the songs. And now the songs are actually all together and they
Right,
are
right.
where they are. So let's go ahead and do this. One of the things I'm excited about tonight, we'll also be playing some of the videos that will um, be live tomorrow on YouTube of a lot of the songs. So we're going to go ahead and go to Renewed. So tell us a little bit about the single Renewed and where that
Oh
song was birthed from.
man, Renew. You really think you have these dreams, and it seems like it's never going to come to pass. At the same time, life is going on. You're getting older, and it seems like you are just pushing on one side and can't get it all to come to pass. Renewed was born in a FedEx truck. In a FedEx truck, I had it was just you get to a place where that's enough, and I've done all I'm going to do, and it's kind of almost like that thing where you felt like I'm going to close the door and go home and say that's it. It was at that point that God said, "Your work is not over. Your time is not over. You got a lot of stuff left to do." And Renew was born at that moment. God told me literally that if you just follow me, I'll renew your strength. If you wait on me, I'll renew your strength, and I'll give it to you. And Renew was just one of the moments of. I listened to Chris. Chris said the very same thing. It was at the point when it seems like it was not going to happen. It happened.
Yes,
it
sir.
That's when it happened.
Awesome, awesome. Well, let's go ahead. We're just going to play a snippet of Renewed.
This is
All right, Renewed, and that was the single that was put out. And now, y'all, want to welcome our pastor, Pastor Dr. R. Timothy Jones, to the stream. Pastor, how are you doing? And Pastor, you're on mute.
All right. Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, there
Yes,
you go.
sir. We can hear you.
All right. Good. I'm good. How are you guys?
Doing
We are
great,
doing
man. Thank you.
good. Doing
Good.
excellent.
Good to see y'all
So,
again.
Pastor, just talk about just the music ministry. You've been pastor of the Peaceful Rest Church since '94. Just tell us about music ministry, James Clark, and how you're feeling about this project.
Well, thank you so much, Brother Brent. I've tried to lead our church in such a way that we have no silos and that everything is connected. And my hope has always been that we would lead the people in our church to a point to where their lives are worship experiences. And what happens on a Sunday morning is a reflection of what should be happening in their lives, and energizes them for the remainder of the week. So basically, you know, our worship philosophy at Peaceful Rest is real simple. When we gather, two things should happen. We speak to the heart of God through worship, and God speaks to the hearts of his people through his word. And those things pretty much need to be on the same page. So this project, uh, in my opinion, it didn't seem to be very difficult to me. I mean, it's like, okay, I'm told the choir's rehearsing, there's going to be a recording. I'm like, oh, really? And then that's when I find out, okay, well, I've already heard some of this music. And, you know, I'm like, wait a minute. So music we're already being blessed by was written in-house, produced in-house. So I said that to say, what happens on this CD happens on a weekly basis.
Bless
And
you.
it is our objective to give the Lord a most excellent sacrifice every time we gather. That's our objective, and that's the whole point. You know, if I'd like to believe that everything is worship,
Yes.
and what we offer God should be the absolute best that we have. And I'm very proud of our music ministry, all of the singers, everybody involved. And nobody at our church is surprised,
Yeah.
because it's what happens every Sunday morning. We don't have a heart for some of the things that distract a lot of people and artists and so forth. We just want to bless the Lord. That's it. We just want to bless the Lord. At the end of the day, the question is God pleased with what we're offering
Right.
him?
Right.
And
Right.
that's our
Right.
objective. And that's,
Right.
you know, we aim everything not at the ears of people, but at the heart of God. So
Right.
guys, I'm proud of y'all. I really
Man,
am.
thank you, man. And I want to personally tell you thank you. I've got friends in other cities and even in this city that that don't have the latitude or the support that I have, and I want to just because you know you ask questions as you should, and then when you got your answers, you basically said, "You guys go ahead," and I appreciate it. So thank you for your support and for including the music on your prayer journey on the
Oh, of course.
and the
Yeah, of
that was
course.
when I heard that I was like, yes, man, yes,
Yeah. We asked all of the pastors to submit devotionals, and some of them sent music, but some of them didn't. And I'm like, hey, Brent, I tell you what, why don't we use our music? And I think the nation's been blessed by that. In fact, 2 or 3 nights this week, you'll hear music from the Renewed Project.
cool. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes,
Thank you.
awesome. Well, Pastor, thank you so much. And we're gonna go to one of the songs that we sang at our church for years before recording. Praise Jesus. I don't remember when that was birthed, but I know that we've been doing that at the church for a while. So we're gonna go ahead and just play a quick snippet of that there.
Oh
All
man.
right. Praise Jesus. Praise Jesus. All right. So we have some of our good friends that are definitely a part. We all have a relationship with them, but are definitely a blessing to our church as well. Pastor Don Pope and the Chris Washington. Fellas, how are y'all doing today?
Good
Doing
evening,
well.
gents. How's it going?
Good
It
man.
is going awesome, awesome. So I'm gonna start first with Chris and then get to Pastor Pope. Chris was the organist on the project, piano player, but also the co-producer as well. And I've respected and admired this guy my entire life. So Chris, just tell us your take on the project and how you were involved and what you feel about the project.
Man, I tell you, I was just really, truly honored for James to invite me in. James has been like a big brother, man, mentor, of course, all of my life. He really laid out the blueprint for me and how I should proceed with doing this. But when I actually got a chance to hear the material that he wrote, man, there was no doubt in my mind that his pen was definitely dipped in the ink of God for the songs that he wrote on this project. I'm sure I probably got on his nerves, man, because I text him every day about one of the songs and be like, hey, bro, I can't stop listening to this song. Hey, bro, this song is doing it. And it would just go from song to song, man. But every song was just such a blessing, man. And I was just telling him the gift that he gave to us as musicians was he had written some great material. It was like there was really no hard work to do for anything that he had already laid out. I mean, and Brent, you guys did a amazing job, man, in getting all of that stuff up to par. And I was just blessed to be a part of the project, man, honestly.
Awesome. Well, we were definitely glad to have you and have your wisdom and your awesome gift. All right, we have Pastor Don Pope, awesome musician, pastor. He is one of the best at alliteration and all those things. Pastor, tell us your experience here on the project here on Renewed the Order of Worship.
Well, thank you for having me. I am just marveled at how well put together this project is. But then again, nothing. It does not surprise me with the perfection, that Minister James Clark executes week after week, month after month, year after year. I met Brother Clark in 2000 when I moved back home from Atlanta. That was one of the first musicians that I ran across, and we developed a great relationship since then. But each one of these songs are just so solid, so sacred, and have such substance to hit the people of God, to allow them to move closer to the heart of God. I'm very, very honored to have this opportunity to having the opportunity to share in this project. I don't take it for granted, but this is a very awesome project.
Awesome. So we're going to go ahead and go to, we love all the songs on the CD, but this song right here is just a straight jam. Can't Nobody, featuring Pastor Dunn. We're just going to play just a little snippet of this.
Nobody like him. Nobody like him. Nobody like him. Nobody like him. Can you hear my heart? Can loose our burdens? Can set the captives free? Can make a way out of no way? Can work it out without a doubt. In the midnight hour. In the midnight hour. Why don't you tell somebody? Say no! Nobody!
Can't nobody.
Let me tell you
James,
what.
so tell us the origin of that song. Where was that song birthed out of?
Man, when I hear Don do it, here's what I know. I won't do it no more without Don.
Yeah, you will, Doc. Yes, you will.
Man, it's one of them pieces. Listen, when you listen to it, it speaks to that, Chris. It goes back to that 1970 stuff Michael Jackson was doing.
Right.
That stuff. And it just kind of one of them pieces that was it moves really good. It just had a great feel. And I tell you what, man, God sent me Don Pope. Thank you, buddy. Thank you.
I appreciate the opportunity, bro.
Man.
Yes, sir. Anybody else? Any other thoughts just on just the project? And we have Pastor Patrick Dennis in here. But any other thoughts just on that, Pastor? Pastor, I know you got something to say.
Man, listen, I'm in the living room just ready to go in because Pastor Don Pope is as a preacher talk, he's a trained assassin, and he goes in for the kill. He does not shoot with buckshots. He is not. He goes with a sniper rifle. Amen. And he's blessed with an anointing and absolutely amazingly gifted. And he's awesome, brother. That's all I can say about the brother. He's awesome.
Yes, he is, man. I mean, Don brought it to life, and then he got that stuff on it, that preacher in him, that kind of those screams. Pat, when he go up there,
he put that holler on it. He put the holler on it. Yeah.
Well, since we're talking about hollering, let's just go ahead. Let's talk about the song that you led, Pastor Dennis. He lives within me. Clark, where did that come from? Tell us about the feel of that song and what you had in mind. And I know
where that come from.
That comes from Clarkson, Louisiana. DeSoto Parish.
That's quartet. That's straight quartet, man. That's my origin. That's the stuff I did growing up. I heard more quartet music down there than anything else. And it's kind of like that's my daddy's thing. The Pilgrim Jubilees, the Martin Brothers, stuff like that, man. It's part of that kind of music. And I had to have something in there that spoke to that. And once again, God sent me the right leader for it.
Oh man, bless your heart, brother.
Yes, sir, definitely. That DeSoto Parish, that's where my roots are. Pastor Jones, we know you have some pastoral roots down there in DeSoto Parish.
Yes, sir. For 5 years, I was pastor at one of the oldest churches there. The oldest church in Mansfield proper, actually. And I was just 19 years old when I went there. And we used to often talk about the oldest church with the youngest pastor in town. So, yes, indeed. I cut my teeth in DeSoto Parish. Let me just say, Don and Brother Chris, thank y'all so much for always lending your musical expertise to us. You're always there when we call you, and it means a lot. Not just with this project. You all have done so much there, and I really appreciate it. And of course, Pastor Dennis, one of my dearest friends, he pretty much needs a parking space and a key at Case Forest. And we go back a long time. So God bless you, Ralph.
Yeah, 30 plus
Love
years.
You guys so
yes, sir. Love you too, Pastor. Thank you.
Awesome. So look, let's go ahead. Let's hear a little bit of He Lives Within Me. We're just gonna get a little snippet of that featuring Pastor Patrick Dennis.
Anybody know that He lives in me? Yes, He does. I'm glad about it. He moves in me. He lives in me. I clap my hands. I move my feet. I know He lives. Yes, He does. I'm glad about it. Yes, He does. He made me run when nobody
He lives within me. He
Yes,
lives within me.
sir.
Yes, yes. All right. So we have another one of our featured artists. We have Q in here. Q, say hello to everyone.
Hello. Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
The diva,
So,
the
so
diva.
Clark, tell us a little bit about one of
Oh,
my
Lord.
favorite songs, "Bless Me Again." But tell us how that song was birthed, and then tell us the afterbirth of that song as well.
Well, let me say this. It's so neat here. Chris was in my choir as a kid. And now Q. I played for Melissa Bullard. I think she was like 6 or 7 years old, a very young girl.
Probably.
And yeah, somewhere in there. And it's just this song. I really didn't want to do this song. I really didn't. I struggled with this one. It was because it was. I told Chris it just missed something. But the song itself was about God and His grace have never left, in spite of what I was doing. He blessed me again, and then again, and then again. And I found it became the question mark was all over it writing, because there was so much stuff out there that sounded like that. But then something happened when we invited Coalicia Bullard, and it changed the whole dynamic of that song.
Yes,
And
it did.
it just, when Chris called me when he heard it and said that was it, that's what it needed. And thank you, man. Appreciate it.
And I listen to it every morning to start my day.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's my song. All right, Q. So, can you hear us? Okay, you can. I think we can hear you though. I think we can hear you. We heard you a second ago.
Yeah.
Okay, we can't hear you. Oh, let's see here. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna see if we can get her on, but we're gonna go ahead and play. So she actually recorded after the live recording. So we're gonna play the song that she sang, just a little bit of that, and we'll see if we can go ahead and get her again. So this is "Bless Me Again."
Verse 2. You've been good.
You've been good.
To
Yes,
me.
you have to me. Oh, you
Help me.
help me.
From the hands of.
From the hand of the enemy. Yeah. And I did not. Oh, that's when you Lord,
I think.
All right, that's just a little bit of "Bless Me Again." All right, let's see. Q, can you hear us now? And we still may be having just, okay, let's see. And you can unmute your mic if you can hear us. Okay. Well, we'll go ahead and see if we can get her in a little later. We're going to go ahead and invite one of our very own at the Family of Faith. We have Sharonica Powell. Hey, Sharonica.
Hey.
Hello, how's everyone doing?
Doing good,
Good,
doing good.
good.
All right, so her song, I Would Not Trade This World, Clark. Let's talk a little bit about that one.
Here's another one. Another baby of the choir that I was basically raised. Hattie Bell Samuels herself. I mean, you know, if you remember, Chris, we were gonna do that song in the Yes Conference some years ago.
Right.
And Brent and I just came together and thought that wasn't, but we put that thing out there maybe 4 years ago, but just decided to wait until a better time for it. So that's how it came out of that time. But once again, it's a more traditional gospel piece with a smooth music feel.
Awesome. So, Sharonica, tell us, how did you feel about being a part of the project?
Well, it was an exciting task. A lot of hard work went into getting prepared for this project. It was an honor to even be asked to even participate in this project. So I'm just excited about it and glad it's officially out.
Awesome. So we're gonna go ahead and play a little bit of that song. And like I said, this has a really cool jazz. So let's just play a little bit of that one.
This world is not my home. I'm just passing by. Jesus prepared a place for me, a mansion in the sky. What would it cost me to make to gain the world and lose his soul? I will not take this world. To be
Awesome, awesome. I will not trade this world. Yes, yes, yes. All right, we got some more guests with us. We have some of our choir members, actually more specifically two of our sopranos here as well. Y'all say hi real quick.
Hey.
Hey, hey. And we also have Mr. Daryl Gates as well. Mr. Gates, are you able to hear us? We can't see you, but are you able to hear us?
Yes, sir. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Hey, man.
Yes, sir. We can hear you. Good, good, good. So let me start first with Mr. Gates. He's definitely been one of my mentors as well for a long time. A huge
A whole bunch of
supporter.
mentors.
Yeah, and he's just kind of one of the gems in our city, but not only in our city, but nationally. And then let me not keep it there, internationally. So Mr. Gates, go ahead and just tell us a little bit about how you feel about this project and the work that you've done with James Clark.
I am honored to be a part of this great project. This is another milestone for James. In thinking about what I was going to say, I want to tell everybody, we were so glad when James finally came to the city, because we were traveling to these little places, these dirt roads, way out of town. It was dark. They didn't have any street lights. Herman Finley, Howard Tisby, and I traveling. We had to get there before James' musical ended. We traveling from here to there, and we get to fussing about who was lost and which road we should have taken and all that. When James came to the city, we celebrated. We were so happy. But it's been an honor following him. I mean, he was probably still a teenager when we first started tracking him because we knew he had talent. He was playing, and then we found out he was teaching parts and then writing music. We kept saying, we've got to keep up with him. We look up, he did our workshops, and today we have a product from what he's gained and from that work that he did, and we're excited to be a part. And I want to publicly say I am fully committing to pushing this project. Congrats to Dr. Jones and James and the Peaceful Rest Church.
Awesome. Thank you so much there, Mr. Gates. All right, Miss Sonia, go ahead and tell us a little how you feel about being a part of the project, just the church, the choir. You've been there. I've been there 11 years, so you've been there the whole time I've been there. So just tell us a little something.
Hello to everybody. I think I'm unmuted now. I grew up in the church, so I've been there forever. And whenever this project came up, the music guys, whenever the music started coming together and the words were coming together, that was so amazing to me. And knowing how excited I was, I know how Mr. Clark was, had been excited with the whole thing. So this was like history for us in our church. And I'm so glad that I was a part of it.
That is awesome. All right. So come on, Taylor. Tell us a little something about what you feel about the project.
So for me, I'm actually like the baby of the group. So when I started coming around into Peaceful Rest, he was just starting to play songs like Praise You, Jesus, and Thank You, Lord, for blessing me. So for me coming in on the back end after all of that, it was so exciting to be a part of that. It was great to even be considered to be in the choir, because not everybody had the opportunity to be a part of this. And we're going to be blessing millions, hopefully, with this album. So it was a good experience for me.
Awesome. And we have another one of our choir members here. Alicia, how are you doing? Can you hear us?
Yes, sir, I can hear you.
Good. So tell us about your experience with the project.
I actually enjoyed it. It was kind of my first time with a recording. So just for James to even, ask me for my participation, I was honored. And just to see a project like that actually come to life and actually bless the community and the church members and myself, I liked it. I listened to it every morning on the way to work. Especially Renewed is like my favorite one. So I would just like to thank Peaceful Rest and Pastor Jones and James for giving me that opportunity.
That is awesome. So we're going to go to Kelly could join us. She's actually at an engagement tonight, but we're going to go to her song. I know Taylor. That was Taylor's favorite song. Taylor and Deshaun. They just couldn't wait for that one to get out. So we're going to go ahead and go just playing a little bit of Braun to give you praise. So Braun to give you praise. Tell us a little bit about that song.
Man, we kind of tinkered with that one in a midweek service one night, and I started singing it, and you kind of followed it, and it's one of them pieces, man, that has just that worship feel. It's just it's why I do what I do. It's all I do. Why I do what I do. So it's Kelly again was one of the kids that I played for years ago, and it's meant a lot to have her here.
That's awesome. So let's go to a little bit of Born to Give You Praise.
How
going to give
Yes,
you praise.
sir.
Yes,
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 sir.
Is
yes,
Daryl
yes,
still on here?
Sir.
Yeah,
Who is that?
Daryl Gates, he's still on here?
yeah.
Mr. Gates, you still on?
I sat down with Daryl. He's so right, because they would come to them churches down there. It was so funny to hear him say that. But then one of the biggest things that he gave me, he wrote a song called Unwavering Faith. I never forget that song. I did it at Friendship, Chris. Remember when I was in Forbin?
Wow. Yeah.
Yes. And when I looked up, and in the audience was Daryl Gates and a few other guys. And I remember that day as though yesterday. I talked to Daryl some years ago. We had lunch together, and I sat there with Daryl crying because I knew I had somebody to say, you can make it happen. And today, Daryl, I just really don't have the words to tell you thank you. I really don't. I don't. I can't say it because you know, everybody needs somebody to believe in them. Everybody needs somebody to believe in them. And it doesn't matter what you're able to do. When somebody believes in you, it really is encouraging. And you know, I wasn't going to do this without Brent. Should have going to do it without Chris, because I told Chris it just wasn't going to happen without him. These are guys that I not only brothers in the ministry, but I love these guys and I trust them. I trust them. And thank you all so much. Daryl, thank you so much.
Yeah, you deserve that so much more, and it's a great honor. Brent and I are working on some things now where we're ready to push this out to the radio stations, and I'll be getting my friends to play it, and we'll be monitoring it, and we're looking for it to chart real soon.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes,
Mr. Gates, thank you for everything, man.
Sir, I'm just in awe at how God has gifted the next generation and what's happening with you all. And to see you all working together, no big eyes, no little U's, but people coming together. That's the way we did. Herman, Howard Tisby, we worked together. And to see you all following that same vein, Brent right there, we just pulled him along. Brent wasn't even a teenager yet when I started working with him, but I knew you guys had talent, Chris, and it was an honor to work with you then, to see you, to follow you, and now to see you all on the big stage, headed to the bigger stage. It's a great honor, and I thank God for letting me live to see this happen.
Man.
Hey, Mr. Gates, I always joke with James, and I ask him, I say, hey, man, are you ready for this liftoff? Are you ready for where God is about to take you?
Yeah.
Wow.
And it's something, I tell my testimony, several years ago, the devil tried to take me out, but God saw fit to leave me here. And every now and then he'll show me why he left me. Wow. And this is one of those times. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
He knew I would not have wanted to miss this big event.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, I think between me, Clark, and Chris, we could just, definitely giving you your flowers, and we try to do that as often, but we just really appreciate you. And like I say, just supporting just all across the board for years and years. So you're seeing this moment, but you're a part of the foundation of this moment, and the walls and the paint and the structure, all of that. So, honestly, in a sense, this moment is happening because of the seeds that you've sown in our lives.
Absolutely.
For the past 40 years, 40 plus years. So we definitely appreciate you. Definitely.
Now, y'all can't hear it, but you keep on. You're going to hear a lot of noise. It'll be me tearing up something. Don't start, man. Don't start. I will tear it up now. I will do that. But I am grateful that, and it's God, and it's all about God, and you all are just amazing. And I know those fellas who went before me, Herman and Howard, would be so pleased at what's happening with you all now, and just keep up the good work. Y'all stay together, because now you all have to lay the foundation for the ones coming after you.
Right.
You got some coming after you who are watching and listening, and you all need to set the foundation for them.
Hey, Mr. Gates, I'll tell you, man, I have never worked with two other guys where the experience was, it was just flawless, man. It was, these guys have beautiful spirits. I mean, just super easy to work with. And you know, being in the industry, when you typically find a guy, or you find guys like us who are creatives, right? Someone with the musicality of James Clark, who writes what he wrote. You know, I told him, I said, James, these are your babies, man. We just want to make sure we honor you and honor the vision that God gave you with your babies. And man, just to be able to work with these guys, and it was never, we've never had egos with each other, partly because we're all friends, first of all. But man, it was just an honor working with these guys. And I just want to let them know, like, for people who are watching this, if you're in the city, these guys are top shelf. Like in every area that you talk about, these guys are top shelf. And it was just a privilege to work with these guys, for real.
That's wonderful. And I'm anxious to share with the world, to the best of my abilities, what you all created right here in Shreveport. Y'all are homegrown folks. You didn't have to send for anybody from Dallas, and didn't have to send for anybody from Chicago. No singers, no musicians, but y'all are homegrown. And I say, that fellow who said nothing good could ever come out of Shreveport, I'm going to be sure he gets a copy of this CD so he'll know.
Man, thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, yeah, we always just very appreciative of our roots. And one story me, Clark, and Chris, I always talk about, definitely me and Clark talk about a lot. We all actually kind of, in a way, started in the same church. One person was in the 70s, one person was in the 80s, 90s, and one person was in the 2000s, but at the same church.
Yes, sir.
We all
Canaan Baptist Church in Stonewall. Yes, sir.
We all came through Canaan.
Yeah. So we definitely give our accolades there. Y'all, we got a few more songs. I'm gonna do some housekeeping stuff real quick. Again, be on the lookout for the digital premieres. The live videos will be live tomorrow on James R. Clark Music YouTube, and then look for it on your platforms on this Thursday. We're excited. We're just really excited about this project, and we are still doing CDs, so you can go online to our church's website, peaceofrest.com/store, and you will see the renewed project there, so you can purchase the CD from anywhere. You can purchase the CD. And I want to ask our viewing audience, if you'll put this in the comments, if you already heard the project, let us know your favorite song or your favorite songs. If you haven't heard the project, but you've heard some of the snippets, let us know your favorite song so far. So we're going to go ahead and go to just another quick snippet of another one of our songs, Lift Him Up. So Clark, let's talk a little bit about Lift Him Up. Where did that song derive from?
That piece of music, once again, I was writing, but Lift Him Up was why we do, how it's kind of what the start of the worship service begins with. So when you look at the order of worship, this is one of them, let's get this worship kicked off. Let's get it started. And that's how Lift Him Up was born.
Awesome. So let's go ahead. Let's go to Lift Him Up.
Him and lift him up. Hey Jay, we lift him up because he's worthy, man. Let's go. All hail the King of Kings, the Christ Supreme, the Holy One of whom we sing. He came down to earth to shed his blood. Then he rose again and proved his love. I'm unashamed to lift his name. If it wasn't for him, I'd probably still be lame. He put that running in my legs, that clapping in my hands. Sometimes I can't control myself, I have to do my dance. He was a doctor in the room when my family couldn't see me. Protection from them haters every time they try to beat me. All praises due, he's the way, the truth, the light. Give him the praise, no matter what things look right. Forever I'm grateful, I'm gonna serve him for life. I can't praise him enough, but I'm gonna try. He's the Alpha and Omega, my Savior. He's done so much. If he's done anything for you, then lift him up.
Lift him up. Lift him up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we had a good friend of mine, Jay Kells, on there. He couldn't join us tonight, but he provided the hip hop part. So tell us a little bit about Lift Him Up. Where did that come from?
Okay, all right. Here's Kim.
Oh, good. I know she was logging on. She was on. Come on, Kim, come say. You were in there for a second. Come say something real quick.
Hey, everybody. Y'all, I really, really love this entire project, and he has simply he deserves it. He's worked really hard, and I appreciate everybody, especially Chris and Brent, Pastor Jones, everybody who's worked with him, because this is what he loves, and this is what he's loved all his life. So it's just great to see it come forth and come out, and him to be able to share it with everyone. So thank y'all.
Awesome. Yeah, I know that you were right there toiling through the nights where he's trying to figure out what he wants to write and how he wants to put it and all of that. So we know you're the backbone of this whole process.
Brent, don't do that, Brent. He wouldn't give me my solo, Brent, but it's okay. I'll be on the next project.
Yeah, we're gonna make sure you get you a good solo. We're gonna get you a good solo on the next one.
Okay.
Got it.
Yeah. Okay.
Tim, we have your key waiting.
Okay. Thank you, Chris. I'm all A through Z.
Awesome. So lift him up. That was just one of the jams.
Man.
Jay Kells was awesome.
Yes. And you were actually, Kim, you were one of the producers on there because you sat in the studio with us when we recorded his overdose.
I know. I need to put my name somewhere down there in the fine print. But yeah, he was amazing. You should see Lyric over here. She's dancing right now. He was amazing.
Yes. Lift him up, and that's one of those songs that we premiered in the church a while back,
right?
As well.
Right.
So where did that song come from?
Man, it was it had that. I was kind of humming something one day. I'm telling you, walking. And Lift Him Up just kind of started. It just kind of started. But then, I take inspiration from a lot of other things. And I saw some stuff in church that I didn't want to happen. It didn't matter what we do. Let's not lose track of why we do what we do.
Right.
And so Lift Him Up was the start of the CD, because I wanted all of it to show he's not just something that we practice on Sunday morning.
Right.
It's what we do with our lifestyle.
Awesome. All right, y'all. So we're going to go to one of our other songs, Another Baby in the Church, Simply Amazing. Chris, speak a little bit on this because you gave us a lot of direction on this song with the style of this song.
Well, and the thing about this song, man, is it had such a CCM flavor that I remember one of the things we were saying was just how simple we needed to keep it and just let the song breathe and do what it was going to do. But it's a beautiful song, man. It just moves. I love the fact that James did not miss anyone on this project. There's something for everyone on this project. And Simply Amazing definitely proves that there's something. I actually called this my cruise song. Like, this is one of the songs you put on when you're just cruising and the sun is shining. Amazing song, man.
Awesome. So let's go ahead. Let's go to Simply Amazing. And someone might add this song on their favorites list. We're going to go back at the end and see what songs are the favorites. But let's go ahead and do Simply Amazing.
And now we stand before you. We adore you. None can take your place. And God, we call you holy. None before thee. Long for your embrace. You are amazing.
Simply amazing, simply amazing. Y'all, let's go to some of the comments. Everybody has their favorite song. So let's see here. We got a few people. Renewed is their favorite song, and let me pull it up here real quick. Let's see. Melissa Spellman, Renewed, is her favorite song. Carla Shepherd, Renewed, and I Was Born to Give You Praise. Oh. Taisha, one of our altos that was on the project. Thank you, Lord. So I think she's referring to "Bless Me Again," if I'm not mistaken. All right.
Let you sing the song and don't know what it's called.
Doris, Renewed. Let's see here. Miss Diane, Lift Him Up.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, we need to give Taisha a little bit more slack. She did put "Bless Me Again" later down on the comments, so I missed it. So she got it right. All right, Shakina. New Orleans swag song. So we're gonna play that one a little later, so we know which one that is. So that's gonna be one of our surprises. Bobby Baker, our awesome cameraman at the church. Bless Me Again. Let's see who else. Alicia, Renewed. And she also has "I Born to Give You Praise." Sharonica, Simply Amazing. Simply Amazing, Born to Give You Praise. Anybody else their favorite songs? Chris, what would you say is your favorite song on the project? I know it's tough to pick, but if you had to pick one, which one would you pick?
I'm gonna let James answer this for you.
Chris told me that during the snowstorm, he played a piece over and over again. But then he told me about a few of them. So I'm gonna say Chris' song is Renewed, and then Bless Me Again.
That is absolutely correct.
Yes, sir.
He told me that, Renewed was that piece that brought him back.
Yes, sir. I would have to say mine is, I said 1,000 times, the one that I played over and over again is Bless Me Again. That's just my song. I think it just speaks to all of our life, but definitely just speaks to my life. And then if we just gonna pick a jam, and I love all the songs, I love all the leaders, so it's really hard to pick. But if I'm just gonna pick a jam, Can't Nobody. My children sing that. They've been singing that song since it was recorded, and they know every inflection that Don Pope did on it. So yeah, let's see who else we have. Miss Lily, Simply Amazing. Amazing. There are a lot of Simply Amazings on here too. A lot of Simply Amazing. Awesome, y'all. All right, y'all. We got a couple of more songs. One song that I know that we love so much, and Chris, with his genius mind and musicianry, if that's even a word, I made it up, but if it's a word, we'll put it in. If it's not a word, we'll put it in the dictionary. Thank You for Your Grace, our good friend Royce Mosley. Just an awesome guy. So let's talk a little bit about Thank You for Your Grace. Chris, how did you feel about that song? And then even when we implemented that key change?
Yes.
Well, man, I think the thing was when you were playing it in one of the rehearsals, it was just like, I was already moved by the song and the changes that you were doing. And I was just like, oh my God, what key are you in, Brent? You're like E flat. It's like, we need to take that to the F sharp right there, right? And man, the way we worked that out was just, it was crazy. It was crazy. But the thing about this song and the whole project is it's church. It's the sound of church. It's the sound that we're missing, in a lot of church right now. But this song, man, Thank You for Your Grace. And every time we bring up a song, I'm like, wait, hold up. Is this my favorite? But, it's just so many good songs, man. So many good songs on one project.
We did Thank You for Your Grace in a morning worship service about 4 years ago, Brent?
Yeah, about four, I think that was 2018, if I'm not mistaken.
Right. And it took off that Sunday. And it blessed me because, man, when you think about why we are still here, that's it. It's just simply 2 words: His grace.
Yes, sir.
And it has one of the most iconic voices from the city leading it.
Yes.
And I think that was 2008. And correct me if I'm wrong. Is that the one? Is that the one that Christina led that time?
Yes.
Is that Thank You for Your Grace?
Right. That's it.
Yeah.
She
yeah.
at that time.
Yeah.
That's my Thomas Whitfield feel. I've been here for a minute. So Thomas Whitfield had that little drop down sound. The music went and came backwards, but it's just an amazing piece. I love it.
Awesome. Well, y'all, let's go ahead. Let's hear a little bit of that song. Thank you for your grace.
Oh, they said I wouldn't make it. They even had the nerve to say that I wouldn't be here today. They said it about somebody too. But look what the Lord has done. He brought me back, kept me with his hand of protection, his grace and mercy.
Man, that change is crazy.
Man,
That change is crazy.
these songs are crazy. Man, this is taking me in.
Yes,
That
sir.
change, thank you for that change, buddy. That
yeah.
Man.
That change is crazy. I
Oh,
love
yeah.
that change.
Yeah, that was just
That
ingenious
changed.
to put that in there, and it's just
Yeah, it was.
the compiling of just all this greatness together was just an awesome journey, and I know we're gonna take that journey again. Y'all, we have one more song, but anything else that we want to say about this project? Again, just doing some housekeeping stuff. Tomorrow the videos will premiere at 12 noon, so go to James Clark Music YouTube page, watch the videos, and then other digital platforms. On Thursday it will premiere, so make sure you go out there and get it. I promise you these songs will bless your life, as they have for us. I'm thankful for these two guys because they're not only musicians, but they are true worshipers and enjoy the presence of God, and I am the same. So I know that these songs will definitely help you to get through. I mean, these songs, even working on them, sometimes the songs were speaking to me as I was working on them, depending on what's going on in life. So I'm just excited for us putting this out here for everybody so that they can be blessed like we've been blessed.
And
Guys,
Brent,
say
thank you, man.
something, whatever.
You pulled together, man, some great musicians for this too. Every time I listen to that, there's a lick that one did. Your grace, like, oh my God, man, come on, that was sick. They did on this as well, man. Just send some love to those guys. One, Mel, those guys contributed.
Yes, sir, definitely. And I'm glad you brought that up. We've been talking about so much. I mean, the band was awesome. On bass, we had Tony Sloan and we had Juan West. Tony is another one of those guys, the Soda Parish, that area. So we all have those same roots, those same Canaan roots. So it's just awesome for everything to kind of come full circle. Also on bass, one of my good friends, me and him, we serve at the Calvary Baptist Church, Pastor Joe Gant together. Juan West, me and Juan actually met when I was in college playing at True Vine Baptist Church in Monroe. Pastor Greg Oliver, the pastor of Mount Canaan Baptist Church now, but we actually played there together. And he migrated back over here as I did. And one Wednesday, Pastor Gant came to preach at Peaceful Rest, and he was on the bass. I was like, man, this is where you are. So it was just awesome to have him on the project. Those are two awesome musicians. And One has just been an awesome bass player, great bass player. Then on the drums, one of my great friends, Thaddeus Houston, provided drum service, and also shout out to our other drummer, Freddie Conroe as well. He was singing tenor. Then on the guitar, Jamil Davis. If you've heard Jamil, you already know it's pretty self-explanatory what he does on the guitar. So just an awesome group of guys. Yeah. So shout out to the music staff. All right, y'all. We got one more song, but Clark, anything else on the project as we get to this last song, Redeem?
Well, I'll just thank people for their support, and then let them know that it's going to be on the YouTube platforms and stuff this week. This last song is my baby's favorite song, and she was the one that said she's kind of the dancer in the house, and she's the one that one's right there, y'all. She picked that one because she liked the little beat and the feel of that one.
Awesome. Well, look, we're going to go ahead and jump into Redeemed. Redeemed. Blood Bought. This is an exciting song, so let's go ahead and jump into it.
Yeah.
Redeem.
Man,
I like when every song cuts off.
I like that feel.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. That was our jam right there, and we jammed it. All we needed was to go outside of the church and just start a big sinking line, and just have everybody from the neighborhood just join and just go down the street. That's all we needed. That's it, y'all.
It's a perfect song for Mardi Gras, right?
Perfect song for Mardi Gras.
That's what I'm hearing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Put a little gospel spin on your Mardi Gras. Put a gospel spin. Well, y'all, we definitely appreciate our viewing audience. This has been an awesome hour and 15 minutes. But again, get the project, get the CD, listen to it on YouTube, stream it, because it will definitely bless your life. And there's definitely more to come here later on. We got some things already brewing in our head, so we're really excited. So, guys, Chris, any closing remarks?
Just thank you guys, man. Love both of you guys, and just everyone listening. Please go to all the digital outlets this week and purchase that and bless people with it, because I promise you the project speaks to so much that's going on right now in the world. It speaks to so much that we may have been through, and just for anyone who feels like they're going through, feels like they're giving up, I promise you Renewed will bless you. I promise you this project will bless you. So definitely do all you can to support it. I know that I will be pushing it this week very hard. So everybody get ready. I'm going to flood your timelines with it, and I'm gonna make a few calls to some people that I know need to push it with us. But just want to say to you guys, man, I love you, James. You know I love you, man. Thank you for including me, and thank you, man, for just putting out some great, great music, brother.
Thank you, man, and thank you, Chris. Again, lifetime. We've been there just a lifetime, and I wouldn't have made a move without you, man. I mean, you like Brent said, that stuff you got. You talk about other stuff, and man, you could be anywhere on this planet doing what you do. I appreciate you, man. Brent, you know how I feel. You got that whole gamut thing. You my son, my brother, and my friend. So I don't know what to call you next. Thanks a lot. I appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir. Well, we're excited. Thank everybody for tuning in. So grab the CD. Thank you. Y'all enjoy the rest of your Sunday night.
Say bye.